Now that you've had a chance to read Jan Brett's Christmas Trolls, come along with me and we're going to be finding the problem and the solution in this story. Let's check it out.
Let's take a closer look at our book, Christmas Trolls by Jan Brett. You will find this handout in the comments section of this video. I highly encourage you to go ahead and take the time to print that off and go along with me. The first question that we need to answer is, what is the main problem in the story? So if we think back to this story, and we know that every story does have a problem in it, if we think back to the main problem, if we think back to the beginning of the story, we have Treva and her little brother Sammy, and they're getting ready for Christmas. However, things keep disappearing. We find out why they disappear. We come across the main problem of the story, which is the trolls are trying to steal Christmas. So I'm going to write the trolls try to steal Christmas. Because if you will remember, she has a lot of things go missing in their house, and she discovers who's been taking them. She discovers it is trolls that have been doing it. So now in my next box, it says, how did the character try to solve the problem? Well, think back to the story, and again, we can always go back to the story and look for our answer. So this is where she first discovers what's happening to all of her stuff. She looks in and she sees that there are trolls fighting over the gifts that they've taken from her house. Now, how does she try to solve the problem? Well, she knows that here's our problem again. They want Christmas, so they try to steal it. And so then she has to decide what to do. So if we go back to these pages, we're going to refresh my memory. Okay, the first thing that they did was they tried to clean up the hut. So over here on my graphic organizer, I'm going to just write, and these little dots here mean bulleted points, meaning I don't necessarily have to write in complete sentences, but I can just write the big ideas. I'm just listing some of the big ideas. So she tried to solve the problem by cleaning. So clean, troll, hut. Okay, she tried to help them clean. What else? Okay, I can look back at the story again. What else did they do? Yes, they tried to decorate the trees. Okay, the trolls lived in the trees, so they tried to decorate them for Christmas. Let's go back and think of other ideas. What else did they do? Oh, they're still not quite ready for Christmas here. Okay, some of the things that they also try to do, we find that on this page right here. Yes, they jumped rope. She tried to introduce them to the idea of having fun on these pages. So we look back and we can say, okay, she introduces the idea of having fun by jumping rope. She also says, I told them how much I liked their tail knots and earrings. They smiled shyly and started tucking in their shirt tails. Nice hair, pretty belt, they said. So she was trying to give them compliments so that they would get the idea to compliment them, to compliment the other troll, and to give compliments to her. She's trying to show them how to be kind. All right, so I'm going to write give compliments. Because again, she was trying to show by example how to give a compliment, and so they started giving each other compliments. Another thing that they did, like in the illustration right here, and together, and they taught me a little troll dance, so they danced as well to try to get ready for Christmas. Okay, well down here, we're going to keep going to my next triangle here. How was the problem solved? Now, if I'm not quite sure, if I remember how that problem was solved, I'm going to look back at the book. So on this page, we have a pivotal moment in which the girl here Treva gives the trolls her very special horse, the toy that she had kept in her pocket. She'd kept it hidden from them because she didn't want them to take it, but then she decides to again show by example, to show them the true meaning of Christmas, which is generosity, by giving away her most prized gift. All right, so how the problem solved. And then obviously by the end, the trolls understood the meaning of what she did because they reciprocated, they gave her their own gift that they had made. So they finally understood the importance of generosity. So how was the problem solved? We could say Treva, which is the girl's name, gave the trolls her toy horse. Again, she was trying to show them by example how to be generous. Okay, this last box over here says, how would you have solved the problem? So now it's your turn to really kind of process this and think for yourself, how would you have solved Treva's problem? Would you have done the same thing that she did and showed the trolls generosity? Or perhaps you would have just, when you discovered that there was trolls taking it, you would have waited to sneak in and take your stuff back. This box will be completely up to you. How would you have solved the problem? Would you have done the same way as the main character, or would you have done something different? Go ahead and take this time to write down your response. And happy reading.